You're listening to Simply the Best Sports Take, the best podcast breaking down the best stuff in sports with host Sean Bingham. His takes are so good, he dropped the mic, but then you wouldn't be able to hear him, and that would suck.
Welcome into Simply the Best Sports Podcast. I am your host, Sean Bingham, and today we are talking about LeBron James and the NBA. LeBron had a monster night last night against the Washington Wizards in D.C. He scored 57 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. Also had 3 steals, 2 blocks, only 3 turnovers. Most impressively, though, for LeBron is that he was 9 of 9 from the foul line. That does not happen for the King. 9 of 9 from the line. So again, 57, 11, and 7 to go along with 3 steals and 2 blocks. Fantastic performance. The Cavs won by 8. LeBron's plus minus was a plus 6. Monster night, right? 23 of 34 from the field. Monster night. So not taking anything away from the monster night. Nothing. Like, it's one of the best performances we've seen in the last several seasons. One of the best performances of his career. But I think that sometimes we can be prisoners of the moment, right? Like, I'm seeing all over Twitter, especially some guys at Fox Sports, Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd. They just worship LeBron James, right? And they're saying things like, oh my goodness, like nobody's ever done this ever. This is incredible for him to do this in his 15th season. When Michael Jordan was in his 15th season, he was only scoring 20 points a game. Yeah, Jordan was 40 in his 15th season, okay? So let's just put it into perspective, because they always want to do that comparison, right? Jordan's 15th season to LeBron's 15th season. It's a horrendous comparison that shows me that people didn't follow sports during that time when Jordan was playing, because Jordan went to 3 years of college, retired for 2 years to play baseball, retired for 3 more years just to be done with sports, and then decided, I'll play for the Wizards for a couple years. He was 38, 39, 40. He was 40 years old. Let's see what LeBron does when he's 40, okay? So horrible comparison. Let's not do that. Let's appreciate LeBron for who he is, and let's not be prisoners of the moment, and let's live in reality. So I want to do some real comparisons here, okay? So I'm not going to compare a 40-year-old's 15th NBA season to a 32-year-old's 15th NBA season. I want to do apples to apples, not apples to oranges. So I looked up a few guys, and I will read you everything I looked up from every single guy. There was not one guy whose name I thought of that played a lot of seasons consecutively without a break like MJ that did not stack up to exactly what LeBron is doing right now, okay? The first and most obvious one is Kobe Bryant. Kobe, in his 15th season, averaged 25.3 points, 5.1 rebounds, 4.7 assists, 1.2 steals. He was first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense. He was an All-Star. He was the All-Star Game MVP. The Lakers won the division at 57-25. They were the 2 seed. They lost in the second round to Dallas, the same Dallas team who went on to win it all that year with Dirk Nowitzki over LeBron James and the Miami Heat. That was Kobe Bryant's 15th season. By the way, in his 14th season, he won an NBA title, was the Finals MVP. I mean, his 15th season was phenomenal, okay? Kobe Bryant's 16th season, 27.9 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, 4.6 assists. Again, he was first team All-NBA. Of course, he was an All-Star. They won the division again. They were the 3 seed. They lost to OKC in the second round, and OKC went on to the finals. They lost. That was LeBron's first championship. And Kobe was second team All-Defense, okay? Kobe Bryant's 17th season, 17th, okay? So 2 years down the road from where LeBron is currently at. 27.3 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 6 assists. They made the playoffs, lost to the Spurs in the second round, who should have gone on to win the finals if it wasn't for Ray Allen. That was LeBron's second championship. But if you remember the crazy Game 6 where the Heat had the comeback and ended up beating the Spurs in 7 games. But again, Kobe in his 17th season was first team All-NBA. LeBron has only been first team All-Defense 5 times in his entire career, and he's only been on the second team once. None of those times were in the last 3 seasons, seasons 12, 13, and 14 for LeBron. None of those came He was never considered a top defender from seasons 12 and forward. Kobe was first team all defense in season 15, second team all defense in season 16. So let's just look at it for what it is, okay? Next guy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Of course, you got to look at him. He played 20 years. In his 15th season, he averaged 21.5 points per game, 7.3 rebounds. Season 16, 22 points per game, 7.9 rebounds. Season 17, 23.4 points per game, 6.1 rebounds. He was an NBA champion and Finals MVP in his 16th season. Okay, his 16th NBA champ and Finals MVP. He won. Now we know that Magic and Worthy came and joined later and had a huge impact, but he won championships in his 18th and his 19th seasons. Okay, he was an all-star from season 15 all the way through season 20. He was first team All-NBA in season 15 and again in season 17, second team All-NBA in season 16, and in season 15 he was second team All-Defense. You're getting the story here, right? Like, this is the level that LeBron is playing at is not abnormal for true superstars, okay? And so the comparison to Michael Jordan, who really only played 12 seasons, is just a horrible one, because his 15th season was with the Wizards when he had been 5 years retired, 2 for baseball and 3 for just being done. So, okay, next guy, Kevin Garnett. His 15th season, he was an all-star. In his 14th season, he went to the finals, lost in 7 games to Kobe. Kevin Garnett was first team all-defense in his 16th and 17th seasons, and he was second team all-defense in his 18th season. Okay, again, LeBron has not done it from season 12 and forward. Tim Duncan was an all-star in seasons 16 and 18, second team all-defense in seasons 16 and 18, first team All-NBA in season 16, made it to the finals and lost in 7 games in season 16, won the finals over LeBron James in his 17th season. So Tim Duncan was doing stellar things in his 15, 16, 17, 18th years in the league. Dirk Nowitzki, still playing. He's in his 20th season. He was an all-star in seasons 16 and 17. Won the finals over LeBron in season 13, was finals MVP. And in season 16, Dirk Nowitzki averaged 21.7 points, 6.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists. Again, that's still a year down the road for LeBron, okay? Michael Jordan at the same age as LeBron, okay? So not the same number of years in the league, where there's a bunch of things that Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd love to kind of just leave out when they do these comparisons. Let's go with the same age, okay? At the same age as LeBron, Michael Jordan averaged 30.4 points per game. He averaged 6.6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 2.2 steals, shot over 50% from the field, which he did again at age 34, by the way, and he shot 48% when he was 35. Okay, so again, LeBron is 32, almost 33. So in Jordan's season, when he was 32 and turned 33 during the year, this is it: 30.4 points, 6.6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 2.2 steals. He was league MVP, which he did again at age 35, by the way. The Bulls went 72-10 when Jordan was LeBron's age. LeBron's team is under 500 currently, and it's stacked with great players. Jordan's team won the title, which he did again at age 34 and again at age 35. Jordan was finals MVP at LeBron's age, which he did again at age 34 and again at age 35. He was All-Star Game MVP at LeBron's age. He led the league in scoring, which he also did again at age 34 and age 35. He was first team All-NBA, which he did again at age 34 and age 35. He was first team All-Defense, which he did again at age 34 and age 35. And he played all 82 games when he was LeBron's age, which he did again at age 34 and age 35. Okay, so there you have it. What LeBron James is doing is absolutely incredible, but it is not Michael Jordan, and it is not head and shoulders above several other superstars. In fact, I would argue that it's quite normal and that LeBron has major shoes to fill when trying to stack up against what guys like Kobe and Kareem and Duncan and Nowitzki and Garnett did in their 15th, 16th, 17th NBA seasons. And he's light years behind Michael Jordan at age 32, 33. He just is. Again, Jordan was MVP of the league, MVP of the All-Star game, MVP of the finals, set the record for most wins in a season at 72-10, which we know, of course, the Warriors broke the other last year, 2 years ago. Jordan averaged 30.4 points, 6.6 assists, 6.6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 2.2 steals, first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense. He was Mr. Everything at this age, okay? Like, he was far and away the best player in the league. Like, no one else even came close to him. That's what he did at LeBron's age, and he did it for 2 more years beyond, okay? So I get it. LeBron's the man. He's the best player on the planet. There's no question. He's a top 3 to 5 NBA player of all time. If he could shoot free throws better and was a better clutch player, he'd be right there with MJ. But he doesn't do those things. He's not proven to be clutch. He's not a great free throw shooter. He doesn't have that killer instinct. He has lost more finals than he's won. He is in an extremely weak Eastern Conference where it does make it significantly easier to reach the finals. His shooting percentage was below 50% until he got guys like Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love surrounding him and making it that much easier to score. He's a phenomenal player, but let's take it for what it is. Let's not be prisoners of the moment here, okay? That's it for today. I'm out. Peace.
Thanks for hanging with Simply the Best Sports Take. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and check out stbsportstake.com. Simply the best in sports.